What's going on, guys? Welcome back yet again for another live stream. Somebody commented on one of the videos, I think it said go live tonight. And I was going to go live anyways, but now here I am. And it's actually kind of early. It's not even 10 p.m. yet, which is awesome. We'll go for about an hour, 2 hours. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll go till midnight. I don't know. Anyway, we have a few things to go over. I'm going over my full card picks because some fights have changed for UFC Fight Night, whatever the hell this is. Apex, I think it's UFC Vegas 74, Gaethe France, Amir Albazi. I'll go through the full card picks, but I have a full card prediction video on the channel. I know every Friday for the Friday stream we go through full card picks, but there is some new fights. There's 2 new fights on the card. I hate when that happens. You do some predictions and then boom, multiple fights canceled and changed out, which is super annoying. So we'll go through that. We're going to talk about something Justin Gaethje said in an interview of some sort that somebody sent me on Discord that literally blew my mind. And I think Justin Gaethje's brain dead. I thought about making a video about it, but then I was like, do I really want to make a video about this one sentence? But it made me immediately not like Justin Gaethje anymore. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about full card predictions. And we'll talk about some more about, is Conor McGregor versus not Justin Gaethje, is Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler actually going to happen this year? Which has been a widely discussed topic in MMA over the past week because of the Ultimate Fighter debuting on, I think it was Monday. That's crazy. Wow, where did the week go? When did I do my Ultimate Fighter video? 2 days ago. So today's Friday. So I did it on Wednesday? Let me take a look. So it was done on May 31st. That was the day after the Ultimate Fighter, I believe. Yeah, so I did it okay, so it aired on Tuesday. I did the video on Wednesday. Makes sense to me. So we can talk more about that. I have one prediction, which we've already talked about, I think, in last night's stream. If you didn't catch that, that's now a members-only stream. I have one prediction for when it's going to take place, if it does take place this year. And, of course, whatever else you guys want to talk about on the channel. I don't really care anymore. I don't really care. We can talk about whatever. We got UFC 289 coming up next week, but I'm not, like, chomping at the bit for that card at all. I actually think this card tomorrow is almost better than that card, besides Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. As always, like the stream, double check, subscribe to the channel. Would greatly appreciate it. We are now, let's see, 84. We're 284 subscribers away. And then we'll hit it next week. I'm pretty confident we'll hit it next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, share the stream, share the videos. I already got UFC 289 content out. I'll be doing a full card prediction for UFC 289, backed by popular demand. I'm kidding. That was a joke, so don't take that line as actual me talking. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick. When there's just a card that doesn't have a bunch of great fights, it's like full card picks is kind of the way to go. So we'll see. We'll see what the response is, but I think I'm going to stick to doing it. I've really been resisting it because it just takes, I'm researching each fight for sometimes 45 minutes to talk about it for 1 minute, and it just kills me because I just don't feel right. Just, I can make a pick without doing the research, but I just don't feel right about it. So we'll see how I do this week on picks now that I fully researched every fight except 2 where they have I think debutants in both fights now joining the UFC roster. But yeah, so there you go. We're going to do it for UFC 289. I've already started my research for that. I got ahead of the game. I already researched and took notes for 2 fights. But there's been a lot of changes to the card. We had Matt Schnell pull out. Who else did we have pull out recently? We had Akeem Dawodu versus Lucas Almeida get canceled. I don't know how recent that was. We had Chris Dawkins versus Khalil Roundtree get canceled. And also Wonderboy Thompson versus Michel Pereira was originally on this card. So this is not a great card. The prelims aren't even that great anymore. And yeah, I'm going to do full card predictions for it, backed by popular demand. And if you haven't watched my Ultimate Fighter video, it's doing very well. I appreciate you guys who have watched it. If you haven't watched it, you can go to hell for all I care. I'm kidding. Anyway, what's up, Fries? What's up, Will Adams? What is up, Patty Dale Earnhardt Mills? Steven Seagal, A-tier actor. Damn it, I really want to know what Gaethje said. Gaethje really said something that it was so egregious and so disgusting. I wanted to challenge him to a fight, okay? I wanted to whoop Justin Gaethje's ass. And when I say whoop his ass, I mean like he's at a store shopping and he has no idea I'm sneaking up. I just hit him in the back of the head with a steel chair or shillelagh. And I hit him with the steel chair, then I finish him off with the shillelagh pause, and then I Boston Crab him into oblivion because of what he said. It's an absolute joke. If you're in the Discord, you know, but we'll talk about that in a second. It's oh my goodness, I can't believe like seriously, is this dude really trying to sell Wolf tickets that badly? See, are you really getting a bonus from Dana for selling those Wolf tickets? Birdbrain Gaethje, yeah, Gaethje has been one of my favorite fighters for a long time. I watched him fight a one-armed fighter back in WSOF and Nick Newell. I watched him both those wars against Luis Palomino. I've watched Gaethje for many, many, many years. I'm trying to think, what was the first fight I saw Justin Gaethje in? And I knew he was a UFC caliber fighter for a long time when he was in World Series of Fighting. Let's see, when did I first start watching Gaethje? So I definitely saw him before the Nick Newell fight. So that was back in 2014. I think I saw him for the Brian Cobb fight, which was WSOF 3. I may have seen every fight in World Series of Fighting, but bare minimum, I've been watching him since June of 2013. I saw the Brian Cobb fight. Let me see what card that was. Yeah, Josh Berkman versus John Finch. I watched that card. Dude brutalized the legs. I remember Josh Berkman came over to the UFC for a little while. Dude's 43. Let's see. Did he leave? He retired? No, he didn't retire with UFC. He went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight losing streak before he got cut, and then went to LFA, fought to a split decision in 2019, and then retired, I guess. But yeah, I watched Justin Gaethje all the way back in 2014. I knew him when he got signed to the UFC. A lot of fans did, but I knew I saw all his fights for the most part. Sup guys, happy Friday. I'm watching the Fight Night post show right now, wondering how Kai will do after that loss to the gut. What do you mean, like the body kick loss? I think he'll bounce back, man. I think he's gonna bounce back. I think he's gonna get this one done. If Albazi wins, I mean, I think he's gonna have to take him down and just out grapple him, which will be a really solid win for him, in my opinion. So I'm very curious if he does pull that off. I'm very curious where he'll end up in the division after that, because the level of competition he's fought until this point has been crazy. So it hasn't been great, is what I'm saying. And I'm curious if he beats Kai, where does that put him? What's happening? What's up, John O? Appreciate you joining me, man. Always appreciate it. Make some noise. Just curious, do you work weekends, Joey, or is it UFC content and chill time? For the majority, UFC content and chill time, you know. Brendan, what's going on? I'm glad to see you. Blaze One, what's going on? Awoken, all my homies love MMA Joey. I'll take it. I'm glad your homies love me, Awoken. I'm happy to hear it. I can't believe it's already Friday, the day before the fights. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of fans who hate, oh, there's no fights this Saturday. And there's a lot of channels that are crying about it and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of channels that just do predictions from what I've seen. And it's like they fall off a map if there's no videos, I guess no fights to do predictions for. But for me, I welcome it. I welcome the weeks off. Because it's like, okay, I ain't got to rush something. I'm going to work on this, work on that. I can kind of just chill, do the content I want to do. I mean, if you look, let me take a look at something. I'm curious. So my post-fight for the last fight card was 12 days ago. Well, I guess that's going to be wrong. No, that would be technically right because that would be the Sunday afterwards. Since my last post-fight, even though there's been no fights, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos. So I've done almost a video a day since that post-fight. So I have no, and I've been slacking too. I've been like, okay, I'm chilling, I'm taking a break because I've had a couple video ideas I just haven't done. And I wanted to get kind of started early and get like halfway through the UFC 289 card before the fights tomorrow. So either tonight or tomorrow before I stream the fights, because I'm going to stream the card tomorrow. I really like the card tomorrow. I got to give it the respect that it deserves. But yeah, the card tomorrow is actually pretty solid. It's not the greatest fight, but it's not the worst fight card, and it's getting more hate than it probably should. Like, I think this is a solid UFC Fight Night card. It took some blows. You know, losing Guram Kutateladze really sucked. Oh, we can also talk about Jarrett Gordon pulling out, because what a joke that was. Jarrett Gordon cutting 30 pounds, coming off a KO loss or KO no contest. And I was talking about it for 3 weeks now or 2 weeks now, whenever it was first announced. Like, how are they throwing Jarrett Gordon back in there? By any means, how is Jarrett Gordon getting back in there after he got absolutely decimated by Bobby Green, even if it was an illegal headbutt where it was called a no contest? I mean, he went out cold, and he went out badly. So why are we throwing him back in there a month later? And then he comes in to press week and says, yeah, I got to cut 40 pounds. I got to cut 30 pounds or whatever it was. You're like, okay. And now all of a sudden, next day, boom, he's pulled out. So, yeah, I mean, he didn't. That just goes to show the UFC doesn't care about the health and safety of these fighters. Under no circumstances should Jarrett Gordon even been offered that fight. To come back a month after getting brutally KO'd, regardless if it was a no contest or a loss, he was brutally out cold. They're offering him a fight? They're offering him a short notice fight at that? Who is doing this? Who's making these decisions? I can't believe that. Like, that's super neglectful, and that's detrimental to the sport. Could you imagine if Jarrett Gordon got brutally KO'd by Jim Miller on Saturday and then, like, died? That would flat out ruin the sport of MMA for a while. It'd be the biggest story in sports. And I think it would set the UFC back. It would set MMA as a whole back 30 years. So I don't know why they would even risk that for such a nothing of a fight, to be honest, to be quite honest. I'm not dying to see Jim Miller versus Jarrett Gordon. So, yeah. What happened to Toby Ferguson? I'm not sure who Toby Ferguson is. I'm not familiar with Toby. Does Ferguson get a chance get headbutted by Bobby Green, or does he have a decent chance? I think Tony could win. I just got to see what he looks like, because people forget he took that UFC 279 fight on 3 weeks' notice. And then he took the switch on 24 hours' notice. And the switch was good for him, but he was also coming off that, head kick KO or front kick KO or NFL punt KO, whatever you want to call it. So all the odds were against Toby Ferguson. Do you think next pay-per-view will do less than 100K? No, it won't. I mean, bare minimum, I think it'll do like 250, 200 maybe. I think Oliveira and Beneil will carry the card. What's up, Joey? What's up, Ice Cold Yellow Red Bull? What's going on? You hate the UFC? That's not even remotely accurate, but okay. Wear your cool shirt. I don't know what you mean. Joe, you seem like you genuinely hate the UFC. Why do you even cover the sport? I just don't get the negativity and hate. Listen, Miles, you're a little fucking bitch is what you are. Because obviously you don't pay attention to the channel. Obviously you don't watch the videos. And you come in here crying like a little fucking bitch. And you hate the UFC because you lobby any criticism at them. Oh, because I'm real about what I see. I'm honest about my opinion. And I'm not some Dana White dick sucker like you probably are. What, does your whole family suck Dana White's dick 24/7? It seems like you genuinely hate this stream. You genuinely don't like me. And you know what? I think I genuinely hate you. I think I hate you too. So you know what? Go fuck right off, you piece of shit. Go sit in timeout for 300 seconds. Because it's just so fucking... You obviously don't pay attention to the actual channel. And I just hate hearing dumb shit like that. And you know what? It's just crazy to me that people are this loyal to a company who doesn't even give a fuck about your life, Miles. Dana White, if you died tomorrow, guess what? He doesn't give a fuck, okay? He's not going to come to your funeral. He's not going to send flowers to your mother. He's not going to cry any crocodile tears. He's not going to put a black and white, memorial on opening up the UFC Fight Night broadcast. He doesn't give a shit about you. And here you are crying because some guy you've never met in your entire life, okay? You've never met me. You don't know me. You probably don't even watch the videos, and you're like, "What? Why so negative? Why so..." Oh, that's awfully funny because probably 70% of my videos, 60% of my videos are positive about the UFC. I have streams where I talk about how great this fight is, how great that fight is. I do so many prediction videos. I talk about how the UFC is the best promotion. So I can't help you. If you're that, if you have that level of, taking it up the ass from Dana White and the UFC, that you have to defend a man that you've never met from a man that you've never met, who neither knows your existence, I think you need to step back from being online and go find something else to do, okay? Because you're just acting like a little bitch in chat. I hate hearing dumb shit like that. So enjoy the 300 seconds. If you're going to say something like that, have a more legitimate criticism, okay? But you obviously don't like, so why do you even watch? Why do you even cover this live stream? Why are you even covering the live stream? You don't like it. It's too negative for you. So, yeah. Anyway, you shouldn't be in here anyway. You should be sucking Dana's dick, all right? So get out the live stream. Adios, Miles. Was Dana paying you to be here? Oh my goodness. I can't stand the Dana dick eaters. It's just crazy to me. They constantly defend, they worship a bald man that they never met, who doesn't care about them, who doesn't even know they exist. I mean, the Dana White sycophants is the new nickname for them. Miles is a Dana White sycophant. So, adios. Eric Ann is definitely going to be commenting this timestamp later for sure. He's so negative about the UFC. He only talks about, oh my goodness, UFC 289, one of the worst cards of all time. Oh my God, he did a top 3 reasons he loves UFC 289. Oh, UFC Vegas 74 is a fight night card that doesn't get enough respect because it's a great fight night card. Oh my goodness. Oh, can you believe this? Oh my God. The UFC 291 card is excellent outside of the BMF belt. Can you believe he said this? Oh my goodness, super fight, massive fight on the horizon for the UFC. He can't wait for this fight to happen and get announced. Oh my goodness. Oh no, he watched Mackenzie Dern versus Angela Hill. Oh, he must really hate the UFC. So, yeah. What is a sycophant? You don't know what a sycophant is? Let me read you the exact definition. Sycophant definition, okay? A person who acts obsessively. Wait. I don't even know how to pronounce this word here. Is that obsessively? How do you pronounce this word is the real question. Obsessquency. Obsessquensus? I don't know. Anyway, a person who acts obsessively, basically, towards someone important in order to gain an advantage. Because he's in high ranking, he's surrounded by sycophants. Yeah, so there you go. I got to figure out exactly what this word means, to be honest. Let's see what this word means. It looks like the word obsessively, but it's not. And I know as soon as I figure out how to pronounce it, obedient and attentive. So there you go. Is the word that it is. Obsessquensus. Obsessquensus? I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yeah, that's a sycophant. So, do you read the dictionary in your spare time or what? No. I just like knowing a lot of words. That's why I like to throw them in the streams too. I like knowing a lot of words. You never heard of the word sycophant or deity? Let's look up definition of deity. The Dana White deities. Hold on. I don't even know how you pronounce that. How do you spell it? How come I can't find it? Deity is like someone who worships someone else, like he's their deity, but I don't know how to spell it. But yeah, basically they're just sick motherfuckers is what they are. Deity is a god. There you go. Okay, so you know how to spell it. All right. I wanted to look up the exact definition. A god or goddess. So that is the exact definition. Yep. So they look at Dana White as a deity. There you go. So there you go. So Dana White, Luscious v deity? Exactly. Well, no, not really. You wouldn't call them that. They worship Dana as a deity, is the way you would say it. Has there been any update on Izzy versus Jamal Hill? Is it official? It is not official, but I have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know. The fact that it's not announced yet leads me to believe something else is going on. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other words that I would call these idiots. But yeah, the Dana White sycophants, that's the new nickname for him. So. Do you read the dictionary in your spare time? What did Gaethje do? Okay, let's get into what Gaethje said. Because Gaethje's an outright idiot. I can't believe we didn't have to go through this. Justin Gaethje said the BMF belt is more prestigious than the undisputed UFC title. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. When he said that, because I'm a Justin Gaethje fan, I've been watching for many years. This is for you, Patty Mills. When he said that, I immediately felt lugubrious, okay? All right? And I just can't believe he would even say such a thing. And he said it, there's a clip in the Discord, Flat Earth, if I don't know if you're in there, but yeah. It made me immediately feel lugubrious, all right? And I couldn't take it. Now I'm absolutely disgusted. Because that BMF belt, it's so ugly. The BMF belt isn't even good looking. The BMF belt is ugly as hell. And this is for you, Patty, as well. The BMF belt isn't even pulchritudinous, okay? It isn't even pulchritudinous. It's ugly as hell. The UFC Undisputed belt is pulchritudinous, all right? And for him to say that it's more prestigious, my goodness. I was like, dude, this guy really is brain dead. Google it right now, Patty Mills. Google it right now. You don't believe me. Google it right now, bro. It's so annoying. It's really so annoying. Like, when I heard that, I'm like, damn. I was like, damn. Like, if I saw Justin Gaethje right now, if I ran into him at the grocery store, I'm pulling the old Booker T Stone Cold Steve Austin from back in like 2001, 2000. Because I'm hitting him upside the head with a gallon of milk. I'm smashing eggs over his head. Oh my goodness. What a disgusting remark. I'm being dead serious. I want Dustin Poirier to beat him so badly he retires. After saying that. They're probably going to defend it, dude. And oh my God, I forgot what else I saw today. No. Colby says if he beats Leon, he wants his first title defense to be Conor McGregor. No. Did you Google the word or not, Patty Mills? Did I make it up? Huh? In another interview, he said the BMF belt is kind of stupid, but it's good for pay-per-view points, so I don't know if it's probably hard for CTE, Gaethje, to stay consistent. He sounded pretty serious. Colby will be the worst champion. No, you didn't. No, I didn't what? Are you saying I did? I forgot what I even asked you. Did you look it up, though? And you know that I didn't make it up, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you look it up, let's look up definition. Pulchritudinous definition. Beautiful. Dan gazed admirably at the pulchritudinous brunette. Joey gazed admirably at Jack's pulchritudinous mother. So, who wins, Terrence McKinney or Nazim Sadykhov? I don't even know. To be quite honest. I'm not sure. So let me see. Do I have all my picks locked in or no? What did Gaethje say, though? I didn't catch it. Can't find it online. Hold on. I'll post a clip for you if you guys want to go check it out. Does anybody remember what tab that got posted in? Does anyone remember? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. It's specifically clipped out here. Someone clipped it and made this clip and sent it in the Discord. So if you guys want to go check it out, it's this clip right here. It's only like 10 seconds long. He says, oh, you don't want to say it's more prestigious, but it is. So, there you go. Someone sent me that clip earlier today. Dude's a clown. Dude's a clown. Jungle Mania with the $350 for the Shillelagh Fund. I got to put that in my note. When I get enough for the Shillelagh, I'm going to ask the guy. I'm going to ask him if he'll make my Shillelagh in a video. Like he'll do a special video for my Shillelagh. It'd be hilarious. Because I found a guy who's literally lives in Ireland who makes blackthorn shillelaghs. That's cringe? Yeah, so there you go. I hooked you up with the clip. And Colby really came out and said, this clown who doesn't fight anyone came out and said, I'm going to give Conor the first title shot. He's such a sportsman. Oh, yeah, I love Conor. Conor's so great. These corny-ass fighters worshiping at the altar of Conor McGregor so they can get a fight with him are the biggest idiots. I guess they're not because they want that paycheck, but still, they sell their soul. They sell their soul just deriding Conor so Conor can grace them with a fight because Conor handpicks all his fights. By the way, Miles got 10-7. I just realized that. Miles got 10-7 and he will never be seen or heard from again. He will never be seen or heard from again. Right now, he's probably at home in his basement. Just crying his eyes out. Dana doesn't know he exists. The UFC doesn't care. If he tripped and fell in a wood chipper tomorrow, Dana White wouldn't cry one little crocodile tear. And he got 10-7 here. Even though I hate that saying, that's exactly what he got. And it's just funny. Dude's going to come in somebody else's stream just crying for the UFC. You're playing victim for a multi-billion dollar company. Does it get any stupider than that? Oh, how dare you say anything negative about a company that doesn't know I exist? Where's the guy whose grandma you had over? Dude, he's gone. He will never be seen or heard from again, dude. I'm about to make a missing poster with his face on it. He's gone. We will never see or hear from him again. Dude's about to end up on a milk carton, okay? Missing 2 weeks ago. Last seen getting 10-7 in Joey's chat. But thank you, Jungle Mania, for the 350. What an odd number, but I appreciate it. LMFAO, I just logged on when you were destroying that dude. Are you talking about the dude from the other week or the dude tonight? A BMF title bout is basically a fight in which both contestants, well known, agree to not engage in grappling unless it's absolutely necessary. There is nothing that would give me more joy. Let me stop. That's a little bit too much. I was going to say, I hope that fight is just the worst fight ever. Just for putting that BMF. Like, I don't want to even... This shit's corny. Let's just make fake belts. The people cheerleading that, Dana White sycophants, okay? That's what they are. The majority of MMA media is Dana White sycophants. And that's why the fans who just constantly deep throat Dana and constantly shove the UFC up their ass, they can't stand when they hear people criticize it. And because they essentially sit there and try to defend Dana White's honor and UFC's honor, because they're like, anybody that would dare criticize this multi-billion-dollar company, I will stand up for anonymously online. I mean, get a life. Get a life. I can't have an opinion. I'm not allowed to have an opinion on my own channel. You know, I made this channel so I can say whatever I want. That's what I made this channel for. If I want to talk about the UFC positively, I'll talk about them positively. If I want to talk about them negatively, I'll talk about them negatively. There's not one single person on this earth who can dictate what I'm going to say, okay? There's not one single person on this earth that owns my mouth, unlike you, Miles, who apparently Dana owns your mouth, all right? But he doesn't give you any money because he doesn't know you exist. Apparently you probably have some weird altar, you know, some shrine to Dana. You don't have a lock of hair because he doesn't have any. What are you saving his pubes? Huh? On some voodoo doll? You worship in your closet, candlelit? In your parents' house? Not that there's anything wrong with living with your parents, but still. Yeah, I can't imagine it's just corny. It's just so corny to come out of nowhere. Like, I will stand up against any criticism of the UFC and Dana White. Like, you don't think I make mistakes? You don't think, you know what I mean? What is everyone not worthy of criticism at some point in time? You know? I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't criticize this multi-billion-dollar company that will never know I exist. Just stupid. I'm gonna spit out my juice out my nose. When you first joined in, what was the first thing you heard, dude? I got a Dark World theme from Link to the Past on the Blast right now. I don't know what that means. Tonight's dude, anonymously online, exactly. I'll show my face. You guys know my name. You guys know the region I live in. Okay. I ain't no bitch. I ain't hiding behind some faceless, you know, stock picture online with some generic ass name. If you see me in the grocery store, you can pick me out. I can't pick you out. I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding from anyone. Lobbying criticism anonymously like a little bitch. All right? So, yeah. You get my point. You get my point. I'm out here putting my face to my voice and putting myself out there and giving legitimate criticisms. And, you know, I'm not going to tailor my opinions to appease Dana White sycophants, okay? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tailor my opinions to appease cult-like followings in MMA, which Dana White has one, but it could be fighters that have cult-like followings. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I started this channel so I could give you my honest opinion about everything, you know? And there's nobody there's barely anyone that does that. I'm not going to say there's nobody because I don't know everybody, but there's very few that do that. And I'm going to do it. And I'm not gonna. Oh my God, I can't criticize the UFC because they're the biggest promotion and they're the best promotion and they have the best majority of the best fighters and Dana White's rich and bald and what if one day he calls me and he lets me come to an event or he rents me a hotel room? Yeah, no. Anyway, what's up, Days? Quote, Dana White doesn't know you. He doesn't care. If you died tomorrow, Dana White would not give a fuck. Dash MMA Joey 2023. Hey, was that not true? Is anything I said not facts? Crying, but still. All right, Joey, funds are tight right now because I just bought a house. Congratulations. But I will definitely donate to you just for the series of rants. Hey, that's what the live streams are for. Long form, I guess complaining according to Miles. Long form negativity and complaining. Look, I can't stand people who have power and people are scared of them because of it. I don't care about somebody who has power. That's not what I mean. But I'm saying someone has power, therefore everyone sucks up to them because they have power and money. And they're surrounded by yes men. No one wants to lobby any criticism because they're a bunch of bitches. And I hate that. I will never be that. I despise that type of person who just, you know what I mean? I don't know, their dad has power and money and maybe he's a dick. And because of that, everyone just sucks up to him and kisses his feet. And, you know, you get my point. You understand what I'm saying? Or in the case of Dana White, oh my God, he's rich and he's powerful and he runs this organization and you know, I would never criticize him because of that. If you're just that type of person, you're a bitch. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that if you're scared to do it, that's fine, whatever. I mean, you're still kind of a bitch, but if you're scared to do it, that's fine. But if you're actively refusing to criticize or not criticizing just because you're like, oh, they got power, they got money, ooh, maybe I can get in good favor with them. That is the type of person that I do not like. When they attempt to kiss ass to gain favor. So, there you go. That's what I mean by that. Joey, if I see you out, I'm gonna RKO you. You might RKO me, but I'll put you in a Boston Crab right afterwards, and then I'm gonna run through your pockets. And you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna be coming in the stream like, damn, MMA Joey stole $20 from me. I can't trust any content creator that makes video with a mask on. There's people that do that. They're worried about showing their face. And that's the thing. I would understand if people criticize me like, dude, you're just showing static images and complaining about stuff and you're too scared to show your face. I ain't scared to show this face, all right? I ain't scared to show this face. I'm not scared of identifying myself. I'll say what I want, and I'll say it in crystal clear HD in 4K. Because I don't care. I don't care. I'm speaking the truth. You can disagree with some of the opinions I have, but you'll understand where I'm coming from at least. And if you want to cry about them and cry about them and cry about them and cry about them, then maybe my channel isn't for you, okay? If you can't if you can't understand someone having a different point of view than you, then this channel ain't for you because we're not always going to agree. You know, I'm not going to suck up just in an attempt to get subscribers or just an attempt to get likes or comments or, oh yeah, Sean O'Malley's the greatest fighter of all time. Conor McGregor, he's the greatest fighter of all time. He's so magical. He's extraterrestrial. His run was just magical. And oh my goodness, I love the cult like following fan base and just, you know, shape narratives for the UFC and, oh, Francis is a bum and Francis made a mistake and Francis this and Francis that, running with narratives when you don't even know any of the facts yet. Because people like to suck up to the UFC. And it's embarrassing and it's been going on for longer than I've been watching the sport, I'm sure. And a lot of the media is complicit in that. You won't see me. I wouldn't do it for any amount of money. I wouldn't do it for... You know what? $1 billion, I would consider it, okay? Maybe even 500 mil. I would consider it. But anything less than that, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Like I at least need to retire for my whole family for the for the rest of my life. I need to retire my entire family for the rest of their lives with the amount of money I get. But like, even honestly, if Dana White called me right now and said, look, we'll pay you $150,000 a year. All we want you to do is do the same content you're doing, but make sure it's all positive for the UFC. So just leave out some of the negative content. I would literally wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And I know that sounds crazy. And I know there's somebody who's like, you know, there's no way I believe you. I literally would not be able to sleep at night if I was getting paid to pretend as if something's different than what I actually believe for money. So a lot of people aren't like that. That's the way I am. I may not always agree with every one of your takes, but I like that you always speak your mind. Exactly, Jungle. That's the point, man. Like, seriously, you want all of us to always have the same opinion? I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying, like, is that what somebody wants? We're going to have the same opinion all the time? Okay, then we might as well not even discuss anything. Because you already know my opinion, because we agree. So, O'Malley beat Jan, get over it. Dude, that's the most delusional opinion I've ever heard. O'Malley got 30-27. Badly. It's clear as day. Joey, I'm bored. What should I do? Your stream is the only thing giving me entertainment and pleasure. I guess you should watch the stream then. Nelson. You playing UFC 4 just knocked out Nick Diaz with Jake Paul. Okay. I can't take the Weasel seriously with static images. Dude, still static images? That's craziness. The Weasel used to put out really good analysis, but his analysis has recently declined. I haven't watched any of his videos in a long time. Like, occasionally people have sent, like, videos in the Discord, and I've watched, like, a little bit, but I don't even know, like, he has over 100K, right? I'm pretty sure. He's got 332K subs. That's crazy. Well, no wonder why his videos are getting bad. Look at these views. Look at these views. 62K, 57K, 60K, 100K, 104K. Dude's mailing in 115K. Dude's just mailing it in. For these views, he's making damn good money. He's making damn good money on these views. So he's just mailing it in. You don't give a shit. Oh, let me put out a 6-minute video to get 115K views. Let me put out an 18-minute video. Well, that one's not mailing in as much, but 143K views. Dude's making a good amount of money off of this. So, of course, his videos are going to decline because he probably doesn't care anymore. He's probably cashing, 20K a month, 15K a month. I'm just guessing. I don't know, actually, because I don't know how many views he gets per month. He's 151 million all-time views. That's crazy. I didn't realize his channel was as big as it is. That's pretty crazy. In static images, when did he start this? 2011. Damn, he got a head start. That's crazy. Dude started 10 years before I did. Damn. When the Weasel started his channel, some of you guys were still swimming around your dad's sack. That's crazy. I had no idea he's been around for that long. Let's see. I'm trying to see when's the last time I watched a video. I don't know if I watched a video from my MMA channel. I don't think I have. I'm looking. I don't know. I don't see anything. These thumbnails aren't even that great, but he's been around forever. Hey, respect to him. I respect it, honestly. I want everyone in the MMA YouTube space to succeed, regardless of who they are. I wish them the best. I think everyone succeeding is good for everyone. They say what's a rising tide lifts all boats. So, hell, I'm happy for the guy. I'm happy. That's craziness. I had no idea. That large of a channel. 300? Over 300? That's nuts. That's nuts. You were in first grade? Yeah, so there's some of you guys. I think Jungle Mania, the day that the Weasel started his channel, Jungle Mania went to a party with his dad and then left with his mom, if you know what I mean. I was going into preschool when he started his channel. That's nuts. And L for whom days in Gaethe PFL or Dana in the UFC? Yeah, Francis's move to PFL is an L for the UFC for sure. It's really L for the fight fans. Hell, we're only 2 years in. Imagine, I wonder where I'll be in 10 years. Maybe I won't even have a channel anymore. I'm too negative. Miles ran me out of business. Miles is going to start his own channel. He's going to start his own channel. Let's see. Let me take a look. See. Well, he didn't unsubscribe. What's funny is you can look at it. I can look at his channel and I can look who he subscribes to. He didn't unsubscribe. He's still subscribed to the channel. I bet you, what does he subscribe to Power Slap too? Oh no. That's crazy, dude. I just saw a channel he subscribed to. I'm embarrassed up for him. Dude needs to private his subscriptions. I'm done. But he's still subscribed to the channel. So shout out Miles. Long-time supporter, first-time caller. If you have a going out of business sale, I'll take the Dale Funko. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, dude. I'll let you know when I go out. I think Miles is going to put me out of business. I think this is going to be my last stream. I think this is going to be my last stream, boys. I think I'm going to pack it in after this. I can't catch up to the Weasel, dude. 300K. How am I ever going to catch up to him with being negative and showing my face? How am I ever going to do that? So, I'm just going to pack it in. It's going to be my last stream. The channel is ending. Closing down the channel. I wonder if I honestly disappeared from YouTube. If anyone would actually miss me. Anyone that I don't know online, only know through videos and live streams, would actually miss me. It'd be interesting if I just closed down. I wonder if I just stopped posting content. Like, would I get comments like, "Hey, dude, what's going on here? What's going on here?" But that would be crazy. I couldn't imagine. I would have so much extra time. I would have so much extra time. But yeah, guys, we're almost to 10K. We're starting up full card predictions. I'll most likely be doing full card predictions from here on out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. Unless it's like a really, really, really bad card. But even then, I'll just zoom through them. I'll do a 15-minute video zooming through every prediction. And that way, it'll save me on some of the full breakdown and predictions, but I'll still do those for the big fights. So, Joey, did you see Dano said that Power Slap was making money and essentially said that Season 1 made over $10 million? Here's what I think, okay? I think Rumble is paying Power Slap good money. Because from what I understand, I read somewhere that they are they have money to burn, from what I understand. And to get a company to sign to be exclusive with them is very difficult because they don't have a lot of reach there. So they're trying to build their platform by luring people there exclusively, and then therefore people will have to come. So it wouldn't surprise me if the majority of the money is from the Rumble deal. In some obscure way, it's probably true. But I find 10 million hard to believe. But I mean, each event only cost them probably 15 grand to put on, so they're probably making a decent profit, I guess. But I don't even know what are they making money from advertiser? TBS didn't want them. TBS sent them packing to Rumble, exclusively on Rumble. Joey, please do a 24-hour stream. I didn't see the notification that you went live. I'm not doing a 24-hour stream, probably ever. I would die. And made Joey's last video ever start by him saying, "Channel's a dead corpse." I wonder if I put out a video, this will be my last video on the channel. Goodbye. How many people would click on it and watch? I'll come to America's Best Wings in Baltimore and wait for you to get there in Boston, grab you in the lobby. Just take my picture to every America's Best Wing and be like, have you seen this guy? That'd be funny as hell. So, that'd be funny as hell, to be honest. There you go. And you can find me that way. Have you seen this man? Have you seen this man? When's the last time you saw him? When's the last time he's been in? Give me a call next time he stops by. Dude wants a 24-hour stream. This has already been a hell of a stream, if you ask me. If you ask me, this has already been a hell of a stream. Dana was at a post-fight for Power Slap, and he was like, there's way more reporters here than when we first started the UFC. How delusional they are there because of the UFC. Exactly, because they're bowing down to Dana. Dana wants them there. If those UFC media guys didn't show up to Power Slap, he would take it out on them in terms of access at UFC events. And I think he's paying half of them, too. I think he's paying half of them. Could you imagine a Power Slap pound for pound? Stop, dude. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Could you imagine? Dude was talking about betting lines at some point in time. Dude was talking betting lines. Betting lines or Power Slap? What am I reading? Oh my goodness. Goodbye. Okay. Joey, you always ask us how you would react to taking a long break from streaming Let's Versus. How long before your fiance gets worried in a 24-hour stream that she calls you? That she calls me. I mean, she probably can hear me from the other room, so I don't know. I don't know how soon it would take. You guys want to hear a hilarious story? I'll tell you a hilarious story. One time I took like an hour and a half shower. She's probably listening to this right now. I wonder if she knows where I'm going with this. One time, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. He's gone now. One time I took an hour and a half shower because I have a bathroom in my bedroom. And I just literally was wondering, she was in bed. I was wondering if I had a heart attack or I had a stroke in the shower or I had some type of medical emergency, how long would it take her to get up and check? And I was in the shower for like an hour and a half. And she finally came in and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, if I would have had an emergency, I would have died right here. I was pissed. I'm like, I've been in the shower for an hour and a half. And after like 45 minutes, I was already committed. So I was like, well, I'm not getting out now. So eventually I just sat down. I was just sitting down in the shower. And finally, like an hour and a half in, she finally came in. I said, look, if I would have slipped and fell, if I'd had a stroke, if I had a heart attack, if I had some type of medical emergency, I would have died in this shower. And you didn't even care. You were 10 feet away and never even checked. So, there you go. Gaethje beats Dustin and breaks the bonus record, okay? I heard he was paying people to go to live events and putting them in hotel suites to cover the event. He does, 100%. 100%. How did that guy not get... He did get banned, dude. Shut up. I wasn't looking at the chat, and then I came back and saw it. What a clown. What a clown, clown, clown. You know the best part? He made that channel today to do that. Tyson Fury won't fight Francis nor Joshua or Wilder. Okay. Nobody really cares about that. Don't you ever leave me in the shower this long again. You've been warned. Dude, you guys got to try that and report back. You guys got to try that and report back. I'd like to know what happens, how long you guys are in the shower, how long until your fiance or girlfriend or wife comes and checks on you. Because she left me for dead. I think that was the first thing I said. I said, she's like, what are you doing? I said, you left me for dead. I would have died in here. So, UFC 289 video coming in. I already have multiple, but if you're talking about predictions, very, very soon. I can't take a 5-minute shower. My girlfriend always telling me to hurry up. That's crazy. Why are you always being hurried up? Why are you being hurried up is the real question. You can't take a 10-minute shower? I took an hour and a half. You know how much water I used? My water bill was probably $400 that month. Sup, bro? Just hopped on. What did Gaethje say now? He said the BMF belt is more prestigious than the Undisputed. All right, let's do this. I'm tired of this clown shit. But Gaethje said the BMF belt was more prestigious. Why hasn't Greg Hardy retired yet? I think he's not done getting brutally KO'd in BKFC. Because you take long ass showers. Because I take long ass showers. But why does she care? Why does she care? Tell her to mind her own damn business before she gets Boston crabbed and shillelied. I hope Justin wins so that he can finally have a title shot before he retires. He said 2 title shots. 3 if you count an interim one. I mean, he just got KO'd again. Isn't enough? Isn't this enough, actually, is what you said? Not for him. I think he has a fetish with getting KO'd over and over and over again. I think he likes getting KO'd repetitively. All right, real quick. You guys can continue to throw messages in the chat. Let's go through full card picks. I'm going to go quick because I already have a full breakdown and prediction video. If you want to check that out, it's easily findable on the channel. It's one of the last 4 videos I've uploaded. Maxim Grisham versus Felipe Lins. I'm going Grisham via decision. I think he has more technical striking. I think Lins is a little bit too wild. He doesn't have great takedowns. He's old. They're both old as dog shit. And I just think Grisham's going to land the better shots. I could see Grisham finishing him as well because Lins overcommits with big power shots. But I'm going Maxim Grisham. I think he wins via decision, just outpoints him, probably 30-27. Moving up the card, Luan Lacerda versus Damon Blackshear. I'm going Lacerda decision. I think this is a fun fight. Both guys super young. Both guys in the bantamweight division, which is just talent stacked. Lacerda just loves to plot forward. I think he has a little bit better striking. I think he has a little bit more power. I don't think Damon is going to be able to out-grapple him enough to win the fight. And, Luan Lacerda came in against Cody Stamann and looked very good in that fight. And I just think Damon Blackshear, I think he's a good fighter, but I think he loses to Luan Lacerda. Oh, that's funny. You must be watching from behind. But anyway, I think Luan Lacerda lands the better shots. He presses forward. Good leg kicks. Damon Blackshear's a little bit reckless. Not as technical. And I think Lacerda is going to take advantage of that. I think he's going to outstrike him. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I think Lacerda wins via decision. Moving up the card, Jinyu Frey versus Elise Reed. I think Frey could win this fight. I think she's the better striker, actually. But I think Elise Reed's more well-rounded. She has to throw the takedown. Jinyu Frey's 38 years old. And I think Elise Reed, grappling advantage. And I think the threat of the grappling may give her a striking advantage as well. Plus, she's 8 years younger. So I'm going Elise Reed via decision. Jamie Malarkey versus Muhammad Naimov, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. I haven't seen Muhammad fight. He's coming in on short notice. I wish I had seen more of his fights. but he hasn't been super active. He fought 2 months ago and then 9 months ago, but then before that, it's been 2 years. So he has 2 fights in the last 2 years, basically. Or no, it's 3 fights in the last 2 years. So it's not that bad, but not great either. And he hasn't fought great competition by any means. Like, one of his wins against a guy who's 5-6, 5-6. His last one was against a guy who's 4-3. He may be good. I don't think he's good enough to beat Jamie Mullarkey. I'm going Jamie Mullarkey via decision. I could also see Jamie Mullarkey finishing him, to be honest. But Jamie Mullarkey, it's not like he's got crazy power, so I picked Jamie Mullarkey decision. Moving up the card, John Castaneda versus Muin Gafarov. Gafarov's coming in on short notice as well. But Gafarov, I think he has really good grappling. I think the threat of the grappling will set up the striking. He has dynamic striking. He has good power. He has great finishing ability. I think of his 18 wins, 17 of them are by finish. But I think John Castaneda is pretty good. Decent striking. Decent grappling as well. But he's coming back after taking a lot of damage. But that was 7 months ago, so he took some good time off. Both guys are super young. I think Gafarov's going to mix in the grappling, land on the feet. I think he's going to win via decision. I'm going Gafarov via decision. Andre Arlovsky, Dontel Mays, horrible fight. Could go either way. Andre Arlovsky's horrible. Dontel Mays is horrible. I can't pick a dude who's 44 years old, coming off a loss where he got absolutely smoked by Marcos Rogerio de Lima. I'm going Dontel Mays, first round TKO. I think he takes him down, finishes him with ground and pound. I think that's what happens. So I'm going Dontel Mays. Not confident in that pick at all. Moving up the card, Daniel Santos versus Johnny Munoz. Johnny Munoz, he's a good fighter, but he's just not good enough to beat Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos is a mini Oliveira. He took a lot of damage, but again, that was 7 months ago. He fought John Castaneda. And I just think the pressure, the scrambling ability, if he does get taken down, I think he has the better striking. I think he has more power. I think he's going to march forward. And I don't think Johnny Munoz has the grappling to really threaten enough to stop the pressure. And I think that Santos has great leg kicks, great body kicks, great power in his hands. I'm going Daniel Santos first round TKO. Moving up the card, Elizu Zaleski dos Santos versus Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov. I wanted to pick Zaleski, but he's been out for a year and a half. He's fought once in the last 2.5 years. His last fight before his most recent fight, his second most recent fight was almost 3 years ago against Muslim Salikov. He's 36 years old, can be taken down and controlled on the ground. I think Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov takes him down and holds him down. I think Nurmagomedov wins an uninspired decision. Moving up the card, Karine Silva versus Ketlin Souza. Not really dying to see this fight. Karine Silva, I think she has good striking. I think she has good submission ability. She's coming off Dana White's Contender Series. She hasn't fought the best competition, but neither has Ketlin Souza. Ketlin Souza's coming over from Invicta. She was an Invicta champion. She's young, but so's Karine Silva. It's 29, 28, or 29 and 27. Height advantage for Karine Silva. I think she gets it done. I think she wins via decision, but don't be surprised if she gets a stoppage either. Moving up on the card, Tim Elliott versus Victor Altamirano. Good fight, fun fight. Tim Elliott's awkward style versus Victor Altamirano is like, he's a good striker, but he leaves himself wide open to shots, and he has trouble dealing with pressure. I don't like that Tim Elliott's 36 years old, but I think his funky style and his pressure, I think he'll move forward. He'll land good shots. I think Victor Altamirano is tough enough where he'll eat the shots. But there's an argument to make that he lost his last fight against Vinicius Salvador. And I think Tim Elliott's going to get it done. I think he's going to land the better shots. I could see him getting a TKO finish as well, but I'm going Tim Elliott decision. I think Victor Altamirano is good. And Tim Elliott has great stamina as well. So I don't see him gassing. And I think nonstop pressure from Tim Elliott. Moving up the card, Jim Miller versus Jesse Butler. Jesse Butler's fighting guys who are 17-9, 14-8, 9-5, 24-28. Yeah, I've never seen him fight, to be honest. He's coming from Fury FC. I was picking Jim Miller to beat Jarrett Gordon by KO. I'm going Jim Miller decision here. But I could see Jim Miller finishing this fight. I just don't know this guy's particular fighting style, but Jim Miller's super well-rounded. He is 39 years old, so it's a little bit questionable. But a little bit of a height and reach advantage for Jesse Butler, youth advantage. I just don't think he gets it done. But maybe he pulls off a shocker, but I'm going Jim Miller decision. I'm picking a lot of decisions on this card. Moving up the card, Alex Caceres versus Daniel Pineda. Daniel Pineda coming off that win over Tucker Lutz. Daniel Pineda, 37 years old. Alex Caceres been around forever, 34 years old. Height and reach advantage for Alex Caceres. I also think he has the striking advantage. Daniel Pineda is super scrappy, super durable. But honestly, well, he's not even that durable, to be honest. But he is always game, always moving forward, always looking for the finish himself. I just think the kicks of Alex Caceres will be too much, and Daniel Pineda does not have good stamina. You look at his last fight, he finished Tucker Lutz, but the fight before that against Andre Fili, oh, never mind, that was the eye poke. 2.5 years ago, he got starched by Cub Swanson badly. And he's been super inactive. I can't pick him, when he's been super inactive and he's old. And then you look at Alex Caceres, look better than ever against Julian Erosa, look decent against Sadiq Youssef, look good against Sung-Woo Choi. I'm going Alex Caceres, second round KO, head kick starts it off. Going Alex Caceres. Moving to the main event and last fight on the card, Kai Kara France versus Amir Albazi. Amir Albazi has to use the grappling in this fight. If he can't get Kai Kara France down and control him on the ground, he's going to lose. And I just don't trust, in the level of competition that he's fought, Alessandro Costa, Francisco Figueiredo, Zaglas Zumagulov, Malcolm Gordon. It's not the greatest competition when you look at who Kai Kara France has fought. Brandon Moreno, Askar Askarov, Cody Garbrandt, Rogerio Bontorin, Brandon Royval. I just don't think Albazi finishes him. I don't think Albazi is going to be able to just hold him down. I think it's going to be a very close competitive fight, but I think Kai Kara France gets it done via decision. I think he's a better striker, has more power, more dynamic, good takedown defense. Even if he does get taken down, he's very good at getting up. Even if he does end up in a bad position, he's very good at defending submission attempts. So I'm going Kai Kara France by decision. So there you go. There's my full card picks, even though I have a full video for it as well. So if you haven't checked it out and you want more additional details, go check out the full card predictions. Okay, where are we at? All right. I don't know where we were at. Okay, here we are. Who's the best TUF winner of all time? I don't know all of the TUF winners, so I can't say. Stop using Conor for clickbait when you trash him. You can't take a joke. Oh. Using Conor for clickbait. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're foolish if you think the PFL is going to pay $1 to $2 million to a can to fight Francis. What do you think the opponent's clause is meant to do, Days? Exactly. Who's the PFL going to bring in? Dalia, JDS, there's no one else with a big name. Dude, you act like there's so many big names in the UFC. Who's a big name in the UFC heavyweight division outside of John Jones? Name one big name. I'm waiting. One big name in the UFC outside of John Jones in the heavyweight division. I'm waiting. Oh wait, there is none. There's like 2 fun fights for Francis Ngannou at heavyweight in the UFC. Sergey Pavlovich and John Jones. The heavyweight division sucks ass. The heavyweight division as a whole and across all organizations is the worst weight class. Because guess what? Guys who are 250 pounds and super athletic, guess where they're at? They're somewhere else in another sport making a lot more money. That's why. So, you had $10 million for one fight for Jones compared to $2 million for fighting. Dude, no one's getting $10 million. No opponent's getting. Francis Ngannou's opponent will get paid more than anyone that fights John Jones now. Outside of maybe Stipe, that's it. I got Jim Miller winning too. Fair enough. DP gets it done. Worried about Gaethje. Knows he has to be perfect in this fight. The BJJ and wrestling will cancel each other out. What do you think? I think Dustin's the more technical striker. By the way, my fiance texted me when we were going through full card picks and said, "You were so dramatic. You were in there 30 minutes max." That's horseshit. It was like an hour and a half. and she was watching back. She was behind. She wasn't even watching live. I want to divorce immediately. I mean, matter of fact, I'm about to go treat her like we're in a club in Mexico at 40, and I'm 53 years old. So, hold on one second. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Jones is a candy and Ngannou doesn't want to pad his resume. All right. All right, where are we at? Let's try to read some of the not brain dead messages. It took him 3 attempts to cross the Sahara. He is scared of nothing. Okay. Jarrett Vandera. What about Jarrett Vandera? Oh, that's the other big name. Derek Lewis. What about Derek Lewis? What are we saying about Derek Lewis? Cyril Gane, Curtis Blades, Stipe, Tom Aspinall, Jailton Almeida. All these names are building up to be stars. Oh, I'm sure they'll be massive stars. I'm sure. Curtis Blades is going to be a massive star. Cyril Gane's already a massive star. Did you guys forget the same people who were saying Francis Ngannou is not a draw because UFC 270 did horrible numbers, which people just made up that number. They don't actually even know the real numbers. They forget the other half of Francis Ngannou was Cyril Gane, right? Cyril Gane's by no means a draw, will never be a draw. I'm not saying he's some horrible fighter or anything like that. I enjoy watching Cyril Gane fight. But to act like, oh, he's some big name in the MMA landscape. So, Conor versus Volk at 170 will happen. Yeehaw. Okay. Okay. But just to pretend, the people pretending like the heavyweight division is so good. Don't get me wrong, I would much prefer Francis Ngannou in the UFC heavyweight division. But it's not like there's some abundance of great fights that are any better than some random ass fight you can find outside of the UFC, outside of Jones and Sergey. I mean, seriously, let's take a look at the division right now. Let's take a look. I mean, don't get me wrong, any of these fights will be fun, but let's just go through them. John Jones fight, highly compelling. Would love to see it. Cyril Gane, already seen it. Don't want to see it again. Cyril Gane would lose to Francis Ngannou again. I'm 100% sure of that. The Sergey Pavlovich fight would be a lot of fun. Would love it. Absolutely make it. Stipe Miocic, have no desire to see it. Stipe sits out for 3 years. He's been calling the fire department. He's been answering phones at the fire department. He's damn near 57 years old. I'm just making up numbers now. Don't need to see it. Got brutally KO'd in their last fight. Couldn't take him down. Don't need to see it again. Curtis Blades already KO'd him twice. Tom Aspinall, there's a big question mark there. We don't know. Dude lost to Curtis Blades. Be it an injury, and they wheeled him out in the world's smallest chair, but Tom Aspinall is not shown to be there just yet, but that could have been an interesting fight a year from now. Tai Tuivasa, no interest. Alexander Volkov, no interest. Sergey Spivak, no interest. Jailton Almeida would be fun, but let's be honest. I think Jailton Almeida is getting his takedown stuffed and getting brutally KO'd. But it would be interesting if Jailton Almeida can continue to win. Marcin Tybura, no interest. Derek Lewis, no interest. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, seen it, brutally KO'd. I know Derek Lewis technically has a win, but nobody won that fight. Nobody threw anything. Chris Daukaus, I mean, a tumbleweed would KO him, so no desire. So in all these fights, the ones that I would really love to see, John Jones, Sergey Pavlovich. Those are the only 2 fights that I am dying to see for Francis Ngannou in the UFC. Outside of those 2, it doesn't really matter. So, it's not going to break my heart by any means. The UFC will never have a stacked heavyweight division because every single person... Oh, he got KO'd again. Every single person who is a 250-pound, 265-pound man who's super athletic is going to another sport. Because guess what? He can make more money there. That's why. So, it's never going to happen. Name one fight you want to see fight in the PFL. I mean, there's not any fights that I'm dying to see him in the PFL, but I'm just saying stop acting like there's 20 great opponents for Francis in the UFC. So, and guess what? One of those guys in the UFC, Sergey Pavlovich, who knows? He might fight out his UFC contract. So, MMA is inverted from boxing in terms of draws. In MMA, the biggest draws are between lightweight and middleweight. The highest drawing boxers outside of Canelo are heavyweight. Okay, did not know that. Chill with the timeout. We should watch your mouth next time, buddy. I'm just saying, I'm not dying to see any of them. And John Jones is going to retire. John Jones had 3 years to fight him. John Jones didn't magically find a deal until after Francis Ngannou was gone. Francis Ngannou begged for that fight for literal years publicly. So, yeah. Dude said I'm dying to see Shavkat versus Tony. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe you even said that. And also, I don't think anyone in the UFC outside of John Jones beats Francis. So, there's also that. There is also that. But I'm not saying I wouldn't rather have Ngannou in the UFC. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. But anyway, moving on. Next topic. I forgot about Jake Collier. I forgot about Parker Porker. I forgot about Jarrett Vandera. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, Braxton Smith. I mean, seriously. I mean, how are we ever going to live never seeing Francis Ngannou versus Bagoy Ivanov? How are we ever going to live without seeing Francis Ngannou versus Alexander Romanov? Oh, my goodness. What are we ever going to do? Joey, would you watch Conor versus Dustin Poirier to unify the BMF belt on a yellow canvas in Maryland? So let me get this straight. Dustin beats Gaethje to win the BMF belt. Conor beats Chandler for the interim BMF belt. And then they're unifying in Maryland on a yellow canvas. I literally would not watch the event. I would skip the event in total. You just made up the name Braxton Smith, didn't you? No. Nope, I did not. Braxton Smith just fought. He just fought Parker Porter, buddy. Joey, next movie you're planning on watching in the theater? I kind of want to go see the new Spider-Man, whatever the hell that is. But I don't know if you need to see the first one to see that. And also, I feel like it's just a bunch of corny Marvel fanboys probably hyping it up. I don't like I'm not a big fan of like the cartoonish look of it. It kind of looks like it would give me a headache. But I kind of want to see Boogeyman as well, which is like a scary movie. I don't think I'll ever be able to live knowing we won't see Francis Ngannou versus Carl Williams. Or Francis Ngannou versus Dontel Mays. Oh my good. Or Francis Ngannou versus Andrei Arlovsky at 47. That's going to be... what are we ever going to do? What are we ever going to do? At the end of the day, the heavyweight division sucks in the UFC. It sucks everywhere else too. There's supposed to be a live action movie of the animated Spider-Man movie. Oh, like that Spider-Man. By the way, Skang Biscuit, what's up? What's up? Jeremiah, what's going on, man? Thank you for becoming a member, by the way. The Black Phone is a good horror thriller movie. Watch it when you get a chance. I saw it. I wasn't that big of a fan. It was alright. It wasn't great. You need to watch the first one. Yes, tons of color in this one. Yeah, it looks like it give me a headache. But I have AMC A-List, so I might just go see it. I might just go see it. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I have not decided yet. That's crazy. Okay, let me see something. Let me take a look. I'm just looking at something real quick. You're watching Oppenheimer, though, correct? Of course, bro. Of course. Christopher Nolan, anything. Christopher Nolan, anything. I'm going to see that day one. Day one. I hope it comes out in Dolby. I know they got tickets for sale on IMAX right now. I just got an email yesterday. But I hate my IMAX theater. They don't have the good seats. But let me see if they got Dolby tickets on sale yet. I'm going to see The Flash. Already booked tickets for that. That's crazy. Oppenheimer coming out next month. I wonder if this is the updated theater. No, nope. Damn, that sucks ass. They don't have the comfortable seats. I hate going and not having the comfortable seats. Oppenheimer or Volk versus Jair? Volk versus Jair. I can see Oppenheimer anytime. I'm watching in 70mm. I want to, but my IMAX theater doesn't have the comfortable seats. And my Dolby theater, if you have a Dolby theater near you, dude, you need to go. The Dolby theater is better than IMAX. They have a massive screen. It's bigger than a normal screen. And the audio is way better. So if you don't have a Dolby theater near you, you need to find one. Francis Ngannou versus Augusto Sakai. Also, the same people saying that Francis Ngannou has nobody to fight. If he loses to somebody that's a nobody, they'll be saying, ha, 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 he lost to this guy. I swear if I see a grown man watching Barbie, I'll probably go see Barbie just for the hell of it. I'll go see anything that comes out in Dolby. I will go see anything that comes out in Dolby. What is Barbie even technically? Isn't that like an adult movie though? It's a family comedy. Never mind. I probably won't go see it. I thought it was supposed to be something better than that. But if it's in Dolby, I would consider it. This looks like it would give me a headache too. I can't wait to see Oppenheimer. I hear there will be a new John Wick movie. Of course there will be. I think I might have already read that. I'm not sure if I read that in my head or not. Barbie is from a true Covington fans. Yeah. Yep. Dude, I can't believe Covington's going out and saying, yeah, I'm going to make my first title defense after I beat Leon. It's going to be Conor McGregor. I can't believe Colby Covington saying that. I think I might have said that wrong. Colby Covington saying he wants to defend his title against Conor McGregor first. What a joke. What an absolute joke that would be. Quite frankly, I'd be embarrassed. So, that'd be the worst thing ever. Okay, let's go here. Okay. He killed like 1,000 people. Yeah, he did. Check the cord. Is that what we're looking at? I like how... Wait a second. I'm done, dude. I am so done. Jerry, I'm an idiot. You know this whole time we've been arguing in the Discord? like for fun, like joking around. I swear I thought you were a different Jerry. There was another Jerry in the Discord, but he must have left. Because now I realize that's you. And I should have known it because it says I'm new here. What'd you think of those photoshops I posted, dude? I thought you were another Jerry. This is just hit me right now. What'd you think of the photoshops I posted, dude? Like in particular, this one. What'd you think about this one? You notice how I extended the picture? I extended the whole picture. I made the picture bigger in general. And I put those little rubber duckies there. What'd you think about that? I'm done. I didn't even know that was you. I thought that was a different Jerry the whole time. Which is just hilarious. That's crazy. What happened to the other Jerry? Let me see. Is his name still in here? Yeah, he must have left. Yeah, he must have got mad and left. I think he did. He got mad and left, but then he came back, didn't he? Wasn't you? I'm done. Nah, he's still here. Dude, that's mad funny. The bathtub. I literally made the whole picture bigger. Just for the hell of it. Bro, been roasting the wrong person. No, I've been roasting the right person, but I thought it was somebody else. I was still roasting the same guy, but I was meaning to roast him, but I just thought I was roasting somebody else. I've been photoshopping some good photos for him. But that's enlightening for me. I genuinely cried last night thinking about how we'll never get to see Francis versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. I know, dude. I know. Costa has the best leg kick defense in all of MMA heavyweight history. I believe. I really do believe. I really do. It sucks we'll never get to see it. We'll never get to see how he can defend. Oh, let me see something. I can't believe we've already been on here for an hour and 27 minutes, but we're still here. We are still live. And I have about 75 tabs open. What do you guys wish to talk about next? I've been roasting Jerry in the Discord for 24 hours now. He hasn't been able to handle it. Never say never. Costa might end up in PFL soon. Oh, that would be such a delight. That would be such a delight. Also, I'll never understand people cheering for fighters just because there's draws. Like, do you get a cut of that pay-per-view revenue? Like, even if there was a good fighter who could fight Francis Ngannou in PFL who was not a draw, okay, but he's just a really good fighter, they'd be like, oh, well, he's not a draw. Like, what do you care? If you know he's a good fighter, what do you care? You know what I mean? Like, these same people campaign for Conor McGregor who hasn't won a lightweight fight in 7 years. They're campaigning for a lightweight title shot for him because he's a draw. But like the average fan, do you get money from that? You get cut of the pay-per-view, or no? It just goes into UFC's pocket, right? So why do you give a fuck who's a draw, who's not? I don't get that. Francis versus Maurice Green was the greatest fight to never happen. I think Maurice Green is in PFL, matter of fact. Yeah, he is. I remember seeing tweets that we need more big money fights. I was like, huh? Yeah, I don't get it. I understand why the media loves it because they like getting clicks and stuff. But, like, since I'll never get the fans saying they want the big draws getting title fights and shit. Like, since when do you get a cut of the UFC pay-per-view? When are you getting a portion of the revenue? shocked by these Dana White UFC sycophants worshiping Dana White like a deity. Okay? Makes me lugubrious, I'll tell you that much. I still think it's funny. Poirier says he wants every belt as if the BMF belt is relevant. Dude, they're embarrassing themselves. They're tripping over themselves. To just justify it, even though they know it's bullshit. I think they just want to appease Dana. I think that's what's really going on. The real reason Justin Gaethje says the BMF belt is more prestigious. That's crazy, though. That is crazy. I can't believe that. But that's the way it goes, I guess. Dude really said it's more prestigious. What an absolute clown. I cannot believe someone would even say such a thing. I can't believe someone would even say such a thing. Just an embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. Let me see something real quick. Just for the hell of it. Let's do this. I've been having fun messing around in Photoshop. I'm gonna do a quick. Nah, that's not good. I'm gonna do a quick okay. Get rid of that. Let's see how that looks. I'm about to send a quick Photoshop in Discord. Okay? I'm going to try to do something funny. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. All right, I made this just for you guys in the Discord. I'll post it in the random tab. I took the guy out of the hot tub and put a hat on Dana. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty damn good. See if this works. Oh my goodness. Let's send another one. I added something to the pool for you, Jerry. Specifically for you. Let's see. What can I put in the background here? Let's see if this works. I'm having too much fun with this. Joe, who has the best chin in the BMF division? Your mother, dude. Your mother. That's who it does. I don't like that one. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. I'm having way too much fun right now. That picture in the Discord is just hilarious. Big ups from Atlanta, Georgia. What's going on? Lamau to that picture. If Dana was to create another gimmick belt, what do you think it would be? I don't know, dude. I have no clue. It would be something stupid, but I don't know what it would be. He already created the BMF. And I don't know. I have no idea what would be next after that, to be quite honest. It would be something dumb, I'll tell you that much. What else should I add to this Dana White picture? Should I give him some sunglasses? Should I give him some sunglasses? Is that what I should do? Honestly, it would probably be a pound for pound belt. Yeah, that's probably next. Or the nicest MFer belt. Remember that cornball shit? Remember that? I remember that quite well. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, I'm going to stop messing with this in a second. I'm having too much fun. Alright, this is too funny. This is too funny. I'm dying. Alright, I'm posting one more picture in the Discord if you guys care to check it out. I added some... I added some more. I added some more there for you. I'm dying. This is too much fun. This is too much fun. Anyway. Was listening to Morning Combat today and they said there should be a UFC reality TV show and Tim Elliott should be on there if they were dead ass. What is these people's obsession with Tim Elliott? Just because his wife got fucked by another man, they're obsessed with him? These are like simps. I swear, these are weird simps who are like imagining it happening to themselves. And they're like brokenhearted for this man. I don't feel good for the guy. I'm not applauding it, but move on. I mean, I'm not going to worry about another man's wife. I guess he should have been worried about her. Not me. These weirdo fans, these weirdo media members who are constantly talking about Tim Elliott's wife. I could have called that a mile away, by the way. I could have called that a mile away. It literally looks like $20 and you could have... So I don't get it. That's weird as hell. Oh, let's make a reality show. Tim Elliott's wife gets fucked by 40 dudes while she's still married to Tim Elliott, a flyweight. I mean, serious. I guarantee she's got tramp stamps. I bet my life on that one. Like who cares though? Why are we even still talking about that? Like, I'm not talking about you, but like, who cares? Who really cares? I don't know. I don't get it. I've seen a lot of obsession on Twitter about people talking about Tim Elliott's wife getting fucked by other dudes. Like, I genuinely believe, that these people are imagining that it's themselves. All right, they're imagining if they could get a woman, their woman might fuck some other dude on their watch and they'd be brokenhearted about it. And I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but like, I don't get other men's obsession with it. I think they're wondering, like, can I get a piece of that? You don't want it. You're probably going to get fucking crabs or something else. Anyway, make his bulge bigger. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Give him a pipe. I'll have to do that. I remember when he broke Ferreira. Oh, Gregor Gillespie. Dude, Gregor Gillespie's in witness protection. Gregor Gillespie will never return again. Gregor Gillespie got head kicked into oblivion by Kevin Lee. I was there live. And, yeah, it was... I don't think Gregor Gillespie will ever be back. Mark my words. If he is, it'll be in PFL or somewhere. UFC's not having him come back. I still can't get over this Morning Combat talking about Tim Elliott's wife getting ran through by other dudes. Like, what a bunch of pussies. Um, Justin SCT for sure, that he does. Joe, what do you think of the clip I sent you of Justin Gaethje talking? We talked about it earlier on the stream, but embarrassing and incredibly stupid by Justin Gaethje. So, divorced Tim Elliott about to get divorced Tim Elliott, new mythical creature, new mythical fighter, not mythical creature. So about like fighters in their personal lives because they would make extra money. I don't know. But I guess, I mean, there's the people sucking off the Ultimate Fighter recently. Like, I guess there is a subset of grown men that enjoy soap operas. That's just not me. You know, maybe I'm too manly for that. I don't know. But people are sucking off Ultimate Fighter and saying how glorious it is. And I'm telling you right now, and this goes for anyone. You know, everyone's got to do what they got to do. But, and I mean, I didn't really do it because I didn't watch it. But I'm embarrassed. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Somebody sent me like a link earlier today. There is some people doing episode breakdowns of The Ultimate Fighter. I'm embarrassed for. I got secondhand embarrassment. I can't imagine doing a breakdown episode of The Ultimate Fighter. Oh my God. That's horrible. That's horrible. It was some like small channel. I'm like, damn, you really think people are going to watch this shit? An hour breakdown of The Ultimate Fighter? Stop. Tim Elliott's an inspiration? Yeah. I guess he is. I guess he is. Joey, I've said this in my stream today, but do you agree that Bobby Green and a young buck star that the UFC is pushing down our throats is a perfect combo for tough coaches? I'm going to be honest. There's not a set of coaches that could get me interested. I don't think. They have to revamp the entire format. They need to fire all the directors. They need to fire all the producers. They need to fire all the editors. And they need to start from scratch. They've been editing this shit together the same way for like 20 years at this point. So it's the same shit. I made a video. I didn't even watch it. I made a video shitting on The Ultimate Fighter. I did not even watch it. Not a single person, even though people talk mad shit to me. Oh, you didn't watch it and you're criticizing? Not a single person said I was wrong about any of the statements I made. Because if you've seen one season, you've seen them all. So I don't think Bobby Green's getting me to watch it. I don't think some young buck star, I guess you're saying like some young up-and-coming fighter, I'm assuming. I don't think they're getting me to watch it. The way to get me to watch it, fire the directors, fire the producers, fire the editors. Then what I need to happen, I don't give a rat's ass who the coaches are. I need a house with elite level fighters that we already know in. I don't care if it takes 3 months. Space out the fights a little bit more. Give me a house with Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson, Nate Diaz. I know he's not an elite fighter, but you get my point. Give me a house with those guys, and they're fighting out a tournament for a title shot. I don't know how practical that is. It's going to be difficult to do. They're going to have to shell out a lot of money. But that would get me to watch. That would get me to watch. So, Bobby Green as a tough coach, you couldn't... I just don't think, I just don't think there's a coach that could get me excited to watch the show, you know? I just don't know what it could be. Like, I'm even thinking, like, what would be entertaining coaches? Tony Ferguson, Paddy Pimblett as coaches. I'm still not watching. Anything that will be interesting on The Ultimate Fighter, which will most likely only be a couple minutes per episode, will easily be clipped out and posted on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. What do I care if some guy has an alcoholic dad or you know, he misses his family. I get it. I've seen it. It's all been done before. The coaches, I guarantee Conor McGregor's crackhead ass was barely there. He probably shows up enough to be in the footage a little bit. I would bet my life. I can't remember how long the filming went on for. I would bet my life. Let's say it was a month of filming. I bet you Conor was there less than 8 hours per week. Maximum 10 hours per week. He's not showing up for his guys. He doesn't give a rat's ass about his guys. He doesn't care about coaching them. He needs a coach. I wouldn't want Conor McGregor as my coach. What's he going to coach me? To what? To what? 1 win in 7 years? That's what he's going to coach me to? Me and Conor McGregor have the same amount of lightweight wins in the last 7 years. Me and Conor McGregor have the same amount of lightweight wins in the last 7 years. I wouldn't want that motherfucker as a coach. Imagine picking out one of the most losing fighters of the last 7 years. I guess that's not necessarily true because he hasn't really fought a whole lot. But imagine saying, look, this guy's going to train you to win a fight. He's only won one in the last 7 years, but he knows what he's doing. He's on coke. He's on PEDs. He's going to hook you up, bro. It's like, I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? Imagine some dude's training you to play football. He's never played. He's never won anything. Every time he's played, he's got blown out. I wouldn't want to watch that shit. Imagine Tim Elliott. Look. Imagine Tim Elliott. You showed up. Oh, you signed up for this course online. You're gonna hire this dating romantic relationship coach. You're hiring a relationship coach, all right? You go to meet him in person after you sign up, and it's Tim Elliott. It's Tim Elliott. Are you going to stick with that relationship coach? I'm not, unless I want my wife to get fucked by other dudes. I damn sure ain't going to do that. I ain't going to take his advice. So I don't get it. I mean, they might as well throw me in the house. I honestly feel I could give better advice than Conor McGregor. That may be crazy. That may be delusional. But I think that guy is delusional. I think he's on drugs. I think he's on PEDs. I think he's admitted to being on PEDs. And I wouldn't trust him to coach me in anything. Okay? Because I don't think he would show up anyway. Grant Dawson, Tony Ferguson. Grant Dawson is a bitch for calling out Tony Ferguson. TUF needs to be gritty again. Okay. Bobby Green would be a nice TUF coach. I mean, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't get me to tune in. Would you watch Izzy versus Hamza as TUF coaches? I'm going to be honest, probably not. The show's going to be the same bullshit show. I need good fights. What do I care about 10 dudes in a house drinking alcohol and circle jerking each other? Oh, yeah, dude, you're acting like a tough guy. I can't hit you or anything, but we're going to scream at each other in the kitchen while we're drunk. We're going to say, let me bang, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm a grown man. I got better things to do than to watch grown men bump each other on the chest in a kitchen in some mansion in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? They're not there. The coaches are barely there. Especially when it's Conor McGregor. Chase Sherman versus Jake Collier. I definitely tune in for that. Yeah, Tim Elliott, wedding coach. Exactly. I mean, seriously. Yep. I don't know. I can't accept that. Imagine... I really can't. I just... You want Conor McGregor as your coach to help you win? Matter of fact, if you would want Conor McGregor as your coach to win, I need everyone in the chat who would want Conor McGregor as their coach to be a winning fighter. Let me know. I'll sign you up. I have a fitness course I want to sell you as well. Okay? So, if you're that brain dead. Last time Ultimate Fighter was good, it was when Rampage was destroying everything. I think I somewhat enjoyed the Ultimate Fighter live, but I don't remember exactly. That hillbilly vet in the TUF house really grinds my gears. I don't even know who it is. Facts, the only relevant parts are posted on IG. And also, and I've talked about this, I made a video about this. What made the Ultimate Fighter interesting, even from a coach perspective, is when they fought immediately after the Ultimate Fighter was done airing. So it would be cool to watch the Ultimate Fighter for 2 months, and then as soon as the show ended, you got to watch the finals, and you also got to watch the coach's fight. Well, Conor, at best case scenario, was fighting in December. That'll be like 4, 5, 6 months after The Ultimate Fighter finishes airing. So there's also no relevance there. So, who's your lightweight win, Joey? Conor has 0 lightweight wins, bro. Since 2016, he has 0. He fought Cowboy Cerrone at 170. Get your facts straight, Jack, before you come at me. Conor versus Diaz would be better. Conor versus Diaz would be interesting, but I don't think either one of them would ever show up. All sad but true. I don't even remember what I said. You were on Conor's nuts when you put him in every single one of your titles. Yeah, that's horse shit. Never take Tim Elliott for relationship advice. Exactly. First Boston Crab in TUF history. Yeah, dude, if I'm the coach, I'm telling you right now, I'm coaching everyone, look, if you hurt him badly, you immediately lock up the ankles, start blowing out his back. Pause. Sean versus Aljo would have been nice for TUF. No, it wouldn't have been. Sean's got no personality, and Aljo has no personality either. Okay? I bet you I'd be more fun on the... Give me an Ultimate Fighter coaching job. I'll do my best. I'm not making any promises, but I guarantee the show will be entertaining at least. Who wins Prime Colby or Prime Volk? They're two totally different weight classes. Two totally different weight classes. Who's got a better resume, Jones or Colby? Jones's right pinky toe has a better resume than Colby. Colby's got the worst resume, one of the worst resumes in all of sports. Donald Cerrone got a better resume than Colby? Yes, he does. Joey, the cutoff of the first episode was Conor saying, me versus Michael will take place on... This shit's corny, dude. Shit's corny. Colby has RDA on his record. Prime Robbie Lawler. Dude, you weren't watching the sport. I don't believe you're a fan of the sport. If that was Prime Robbie Lawler, then you're an idiot. Nah, bro. Donald never won an interim. Shut the fuck up. Colby's interim belt is a piece of shit, dude. Shut up. Also, Colby beat Prime Usman. No, he didn't. Robbie was not the same. Robbie was in decline when he fought Colby. I didn't say I had one lightweight win. Did I say I had one more? I said we had the same amount of lightweight wins. Maybe I did. I say it. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe I misspoke. I don't know. Yeah, Jones' resume is trash. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Colby is the Alexander Gustafsson of 2014. Colby's the Alexander Gustafsson of 2014. We are elevating him off of losses. Oh, because he loses good. He loses good. Oh, my God. He put up a great fight when he got his jaw broke against Usman and stopped in the 5th round. He really put up a hell of a fight. Yeah. He put up a hell of a fight. Tim Elliott, his wife was faithful to him for 6 months. Definitely take his wedding advice. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Prime Lawler, crazy to say that. Yeah, Volk would beat Colby. If they're the same size, Volk would beat Colby. I don't know about at the sizes they are now. Colby probably take him down and hold him down. If it's at 170. If it's at 155, I'll take Volk. Dude called me a casual, and he's talking Prime Robbie Lawler in like 2018. Idiot. Man, I know so many people named Joey. I'm going to just start calling you Joey Westside. You can just call me your stepdaddy, all right? That's what your mom wants. I also thought Colby did enough to win the second fight, but you're right. We're going to elevate him off a loss. Congratulations. We're giving out participation trophies now in MMA. That's what you guys want to do? Great loss, Colby. Great loss, Colby. Let's base your whole legacy off losses in one in which you were finished. He's got one of the most shit resumes I've ever seen. And it's always been shit. Okay? 0 ranked wins. 0 wins over current top 15 ranked fighters. Horse shit. Absolute horse shit, dog shit resume. And the pussies. There's so many pussies that I've heard. Oh, you don't like Colby because of his politics. I don't even know what Colby's politics are. All I know is he walks around with a dumbass red hat 24/7 talking about politics. I don't know what he believes. I don't care what he believes. I don't care what anyone's politics are. I just want to watch fights. That's all I care about. I don't base my opinions off of a man's politics who I don't even actually know. And because I'm pointing out facts, it has something to do with political bullshit. I hate those people. I hate those people. They're the biggest pussies in MMA. We were talking about that in the Discord last night. Me and somebody were talking about that. Like, you can't make a criticism about Colby without his, like, 10 fans crying, you don't like him because of his politics. Just be honest. Oh, but everything I'm pointing out when I am saying he doesn't deserve a title shot, when I'm saying his resume, everything is legitimate. I have all the information to back it up. But, you know, it's just, I'm only saying it because of his politics. The dumbest motherfuckers in the world. I can't stand. We've been cussing a lot on this stream, all right? Usually I reserve them. I reserve them for when they really have dramatic effect. I like to cuss when I get dramatic effect, all right? Because if you cuss too much, it doesn't have that dramatic effect anymore. So I like to really break them out when they're meaningful. So I got to stop. But, yeah, I mean, these crybabies, they're always crying. Colby this, Colby that. They worship this guy. They worship this guy for some reason. There's like literally like 30 of these people who I guess just sit at home, never talk to a woman, never been with a woman. Who, oh, I love Colby Covington's fight style. He's so exciting. Did you hear that crazy line he said? Can't wait to watch that Colby Covington interview when I get home tonight. Oh, Colby had an interim title back in 1975. Can you believe that? Colby, if he was cut tomorrow, you wouldn't see me cry one crocodile tear. You wouldn't see, because guess what? If he wins the welterweight title, he will ruin the division, single-handedly ruin the division. I've said it for months. Guess what he said recently? Oh, if I win the title, I'm defending it against Conor McGregor. Oh my God. It has nothing to do with disliking Colby. Nothing. If you tell me Colby fights for the title, he defends it against legitimate contenders, I can take that. I can be happy with that. I can accept that. Okay, even though he doesn't deserve a title shot, if he gets it inevitably and he wins and he defends against legit contenders, I can handle that. If this motherfucker gets the belt and sits out for a year waiting to defend it against Conor McGregor, I'm taking that motherfucker out myself. I'm Boston crabbing him. I'm tearing both ACLs, blowing out his back, paws. It's going to set back the welterweight division for years to come. And it's going to be the worst possible outcome for the welterweight division. And that's why I do not want him to win the title. And that's why I don't want him to get a title shot. And by the way, all the pussies that keep saying Colby's a draw. First off, there's no evidence to prove that Colby's a draw. Second off, from what I've heard, Colby Covington will be fighting Leon Edwards in the co-main event of UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi. Okay? Let me repeat that. Co-main event of UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi will be Colby Covington fighting for the title against Leon Edwards. That's what I've heard. I can't wait to react to that. Colby's such a draw. Colby's such a draw. Co-main event. Co-main event. Islam's going to be the main event. Islam versus Beneil. Islam versus Gaethje Poirier winner. Islam versus somebody. Islam, everyone talks shit about Islam. Islam's got no personality. Islam's boring. Islam isn't a draw. I've heard that from all the Islam haters, all the Dagestani haters. Islam's not a draw. Well, he's going to be main eventing over top of Colby Covington, who Colby Covington supposedly is a massive draw. Can't wait. Cannot wait for that news to come out. And boy, am I going to be laughing my ass off on that day. Colby co-main event, Covington. Colby no ranked wins in the top 15, current top 15 Covington. Colby Covington, Mr. Co-Main Event. He's supposed to be a draw, but he's a co-main event. Can't even headline a pay-per-view without Usman. So, Joe, you cracked me up, bro. No big deal. Free title shot for doing nothing. Agreed. Remember when Joey said Bilal is a bigger draw than Colby? You didn't watch the video. You didn't watch the video. I said he's a bigger draw in Abu Dhabi. Watch the video. You idiot. Come on, bro. Colby beat Woodley. Yeah, dude, you're right. I get it. You're trolling, dude. I get it. You're trolling. Funny. Real good one. Colby was about to get cut from the UFC. Dude, I don't buy that story. I don't even buy that. Colby will go on Candace Owens' podcast parade if he wins the belt. We won't see him for a year and a half. My guess is Colby will end up either getting stripped or fighting Conor McGregor in his first fight, or he'll be calling out Nick Diaz. So, there's nothing I would enjoy more than Leon Edwards just sparking Colby out cold. Oh my god, if Colby got sparked out cold, first round head kick KO. That would be the most glorious thing ever, because Colby can head over to PFL after that. Maybe he can get paid over there. Maybe he can head to Bellator, because he ain't getting another title shot anytime soon. Let's just stop right there. Big pause. Boston Crab blowout. Exactly. Joey, right? Imagine Colby beat Leon, then Conor beat Colby. Dude, what a shit timeline that would be. It's Abu Dhabi. Come on, Joey. Okay. So why is he headline another card, you dumbass? If Beneil loses, then the winner of Gaethje versus Dustin gets the shot, and Charles would fight Arman, in my opinion. What do you think? Arman's got a fight coming up, too. But probably going to win that one. It's a horrible fight. I don't even know why the UFC made it. But maybe that's what happens. I think Gaethje and Dustin gets a title. One of them two. Whoever wins that fight gets a title shot if Beneil loses. I do agree with that. Colby co-main Covington, exactly. Will Brooks is on a 6-fight win streak. Should the UFC re-sign him? I believe they should. Dude has 2 wins over prime Michael Chandler. Came into the UFC, shit the bed, left, never to return again. First round head kick KO. It would be beautiful. Early prediction, I'm going Blades for the Almeida fight. That's a tough fight to pick, bro. Colby going to be 0-3 in title shots. Dude, send him back into another organization. Is Greg Hardy the next Bigfoot Silva? Yes, he is. But not the illustrious career before it. This might be casual, but when was Justin Gaethje delusional? He said the BMF belt is more prestigious than the undisputed belt. Disgusting, disturbing, delusional, CTE-ridden, stupidest statement I've ever heard. Dude selling wolf tickets. Inactive, uninjured fighters are annoying. Agreed. Ones who are constantly ducking fights, too. Constantly ducking fights, too. Disgusting. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. Colby turned down Leon Edwards. Colby turned down Woodley multiple times. It's annoying. It's annoying. Pisses me off. I'm still holding out hope he doesn't get the title shot. That'd be so enjoyable. If Bilal gets a title shot over him, oh my goodness, I'll be so happy. Because he deserves it. It'd be so enjoyable. It'd make me laugh my ass off. Dude saying Bilal needs to fight more to get a title shot. What a joke that is. Colby has never fought a fighter like Leon that throws knees down the middle and takedown attempts are attempted. I'm taking Leon. I don't know who I'm taking yet. But Beneil Dariush is horrific matchup for Oliveira. I wouldn't go that far. Very delusional of Justin, exactly. BMF belt gets you pay-per-view points regardless if you defend it, so yeah. It's an embarrassment. I don't care what. I don't get a cut of the pay-per-view points to lie to you. Freedom of speech, but shouldn't be free to say some. The BMF belt is more, yeah, dude, it's embarrassing. What should be the base salary for fighters who can't fight for a year due to injury? Also, does the UFC pay fighters who just had kids fraternity? It's maternity leave, and that would be for women, or paternity leave for men, and no, they do not. If you're signed with the UFC and you're injured because of training and you have doctor proof, a physician backing that up, I think you should at least get, I'll say 40 to 50, 40 to 60K. You know, I think you should get something, some type of stipend to get you by. Imagine you're a full-time fighter, you tear your ACL. What do you think the odds would be for Bilal versus Edwards? I think Edwards would be like negative 300 maybe. I think Bilal's improved a lot since their first fight. I think Bilal could very well win that fight. Even though Gamrot didn't hold Benny down for that long, if Islam gets to that position, it's going to be harder for him to get up. I agree. Like when Cruz was hurt for 10 years, exactly. I wonder how Dom Cruz was making money when he was out for 3 years. Dude, Dom Cruz, over the course of his entire career, he's probably missed 6 years due to injury. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. Fighters fighting 0 a year should get 50K. Once a year should be 40K. Once a year should be 40K, and 3 times a year should be 90K. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, if you're injured, I still think you should get some type of way to stay afloat while you're injured. If you're injured training for a fight. Oh, I see. I see. You should get 40K on top of your one fight. I think you should at least be able to make 60K a year regardless of injuries and regardless of amount of fights. So if you fight once and you get 20 and 20 and you make 40K, UFC should cut you 20K check. It would make the fighters better because they wouldn't have to work extra jobs, you know? So I think overall it would be beneficial for the sport. You know, we can look at it in a more selfish manner, you know? Be better fights for us fans. It'd be more elite skill sets. More elite fighters overall. The talent pool would get deeper if everyone could just focus on training once they're signed to the UFC. So, what a night. It's 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m., boys. So 60-60 if they're injured, out for a year. They get paid space 60 for the year if they're out due to injury. That's what I would say. Something along those lines. I don't know if that's exactly the amount, but something. It should be something. You shouldn't just be, oh, you tore your ACL in training? Tough luck, bitch. Get a second job. Go work at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, pay them a salary. Nope. I say only pay them a guaranteed salary if they're going to be out due to an injury from training. No, they wouldn't. They'd be less incentivized to do better if cash is being thrown at them. Only if they're injured and it's proven by a licensed physician. Independent licensed physician. Conor versus Volk, recent beef between... No. We don't need him clogging up another division. So... yeah, it's sad. There's dudes working full-time when they're trying to become a fighter. I honestly believe the salary would make better fighters. Until heavyweights are getting paid $4 million guaranteed, you're never going to see super athletes in the sport. They will always go play for the NBA or NFL. Agreed. Better paid fighters can afford train full-time to become better paid fighters. I think Dana White's theory secretly is, and who knows, it might be true. I don't know. The more you pay the fighters, more people are just going to try to get enough money to start a business and then move on. You know what I mean? Like a fighter who's let's say you guarantee him $2 million a fight or whatever it may be. They're going to go fight once, twice, stack $4 million, and then they're going to go start a business and move on from fighting. Which could very well be true. I don't know. Better pay fight. Okay, read that. They shouldn't pay them a salary like the rankings and then bonus win. Oh, they should. I don't know what exactly it is. I mean, you'd have to really put some serious thought into it. But I think there's a better way to do it than what's done now. There's got to be a better way to do it than what's done currently. Because what is done currently is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, some of these dudes make more money from YouTube. I hope one day I'm making more money from YouTube. I don't even know what a West Sider is, dude. I don't even know what that is. Wouldn't you want to fight more? Imagine getting guaranteed. Dude, you got to be spell better, Jack. I'm going to tell your parents. 1 million being a decent fight, winning 70% of the fights, millions stacking on millions. I know, but I wonder, I think Dana worries if he pays these guys too much, they're going to collect that bag real quick, and then they're going to go start another business where they don't have to take brain damage. You know? I think that's what Dana's worried about. Well, the UFC is the only fight promotion making profits, so they're doing something right. Nobody said they were doing something business-wise wrong, okay? But I'm just saying there's got to be a medium ground where we don't have poor athletes, but we still get people to fight, and people get reasonably compensated. And if they didn't have such restrictive contracts, more people would be able to find out. Damn, 2 hours. We've already gone 2 hours. Remember when clowns in the chat were saying it's a business, not a sport? Yeah. Is Turner a lock versus Hooker? I remember you picked Puelles by KO over Hooker. Oh, really? Oh, really? Did I now? Did I now, you little bitch? Now we're going to have to pull something out real quick. We're going to have some fun here. Let me take a look. Boom. Let's take a look. Why is it? Hold on. All right, here we go. Hold on. Let's play this for you. All right, hold on. Apparently I got my stream up, playing audio. Let's play this for you guys real quick. Let's play this clip from my prediction video. Because this fucking clown is saying some dumb shit. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. What did Joey have to say regarding the Claudio Puelles versus Dan Hooker video of Claudio Puelles? And in my opinion, Dan Hooker will be able to stuff the takedowns. My official prediction is going to be Dan Hooker via second round TKO. I just think Puelles doesn't have the best entries to takedowns. We've never really seen Dan Hooker go out there and get out grappled and just controlled on the ground for long periods of time. Claudio Puelles, while he has good jiu-jitsu and good submissions, he's not the greatest wrestler. And a lot of these guys that Dan Hooker second round TKO, he will be able to stuff the takedowns. So, good one, bro. Good one. Good one. So, there you go. 60K minimum. 60K minimum a year, even with 0 fights. Full health care coverage. Travel feels. Long-term health care for life. Coverage when injured. Camp food fees covered. Camp gym fees covered. Bonus for activity. I don't know, dude. That sounds crazy. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. There's got to be a good medium. There's got to be, if you're injured, there's got to be a salary. I think there should be healthcare coverage. I don't know if they can do the long term, but they should find a way to kind of bake it in where all the fighters pull in and pay for everyone to have healthcare coverage. Because if they have so many employees, they don't want to call them employees because of business reasons, but they can get cheaper rates for health insurance. Even if the fighters pay for their own health insurance, but the UFC finds a way to pull all them together, get a good deal from a health insurance company, and then got it. So, yeah, I picked Hooker stuffing the takedowns against Poirier. I forgot how to say his name in that video. And what a glory. I predicted exactly to a T, matter of fact. I said he was going to be diving in on takedowns, skinning up his knees. I picked Dan Hooker second round TKO. You remember what happened in that fight? Dan Hooker second round TKO. So, yeah, bro's a clown. Bro's a straight up clown. Can we talk about how I just destroyed Miles in the beginning of the stream and dude just left for dead? I left him for dead. Adrian Yanez versus Pedro Munoz. Sign me up. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That would be a beautiful matchup. Guys, we've gone for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Why not have mandatory fights signed to get paid that much? I'm only talking about a salary if you don't fight due to injury. That's all I'm talking about. What happened to Miles? I wasn't here. You're going to have to go back and watch that, dude. It's like the first 30 minutes of the stream. Dude, you're going to laugh your ass off, Jack. You will enjoy it. Do 3 hours and you're the GOAT. I'm not doing 3 hours tonight. My throat's already getting tired. My throat's already been abused for countless days. I got to stream tomorrow. I'm going to get up early tomorrow. I got some things I'm going to do. And I already just beat the living dog shit out of Miles earlier on stream. I mean, seriously, I may get arrested. I may catch a manslaughter charge tomorrow when I wake up from what I did to Miles tonight on this stream. And I just absolutely bodied him. It was real bad. It was really, really, really bad, to be quite honest. It was. I don't even know if I feel right about it anymore. But Jack, when you go back and find it, make sure you let me know what you think. All right, maybe send a clip in the Discord or something. I would greatly appreciate it because I know it was good. Dude, I'm telling you, it was good. Now, some dude asked me, why are you always so negative about the UFC? Might as well not even cover the sport. And I just hate clowns like that. It's just, you're fucking stupid, dude. You don't even watch the channel and you're crying like a little bitch. Dude, I beat him within an inch of his life. I beat him. Dude, he never sent another message. I never banned him. I timed him out, I think. But I beat him within an inch of his life. I bodied him for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's just say this. Thoughts and prayers for Miles. Thoughts and prayers for Miles, all right? That's all I got for him. I think, you know, his family's mourning a loss, okay? Because, dude, it wasn't even a timeout. Dude, he got jumped. I hit him with a shillelagh. He got jumped by a bunch of leprechauns after that. Oh, it was bad. It was real bad. And then I started dancing on his grave afterwards. It was within the first 30 minutes. I would say maybe... Let me see if I can find even remotely where it's at. I'm looking for it. Bare minimum, it was within the first 45. I'm trying to remember exactly when it was. Does anyone remember like what exactly it was in the time? I think it was in the first 15, to be honest. Let me go all the way back here. Hold on. I know I was popping off. 207. I think it was in the first 10. I think this is it right here, but I don't get a timestamp because it's not live. I think it was, so 207-ish. So it's 207. It's like in the first 15, I think. First 15, 20. I think this is it, but I'm not listening to it.
They're offering him a fight. They're offering him a short notice fight at that.
Okay.
At UFC 279 fight on 3 weeks notice. Yeah, piece of shit.
Oh, here it is.
Timeout for 300 seconds.
Oh, here it is. It's at 205 now. So it's almost exact. It's like 14, 15 minutes in. Because it's at, if I rewind it back to 205 right now, that's where it's at. I just found it. So, just so you know. But you're about to get a chance to go find it because I'm about to leave here in a minute. Dude, Jack, I want you to take a big drink of water before you play it. And I want you to hold it in your mouth. And I want you to let me know if you spit it out everywhere. Because I went off on this dude. And then I started tap dancing on his grave afterwards. It was like 13 minutes in. Thank you, Dean Schumacher. Appreciate you, my friend. Guys, is there anybody who hasn't liked the stream yet? If you want me to leave the stream up, if you don't want me to put it for members only, you have to like the stream, all right? You have to like the stream. But, Jack, you're going to enjoy it a lot. You're going to get a lot of pleasure from that moment. I literally think you're going to die laughing. So. But, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'll let you know. I have it open. Get the likes up. Exactly. Exactly. Appreciate it. Kevin Holland or Chiesa? I'm probably going... Yeah, I want you to literally, Jack, to make sure you hold your water in your mouth, okay? And I want you to make sure you start at the very beginning when I read his message. If you hear me going off, rewind. I don't want you to be pre-alarmed, okay? Thanks, Joey the Goat. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jack will definitely hold it in his mouth. Let's stop. All right, guys. Like the stream. I'm getting out of here. Good night. Goodbye. Join me tomorrow. I'll be streaming the card. I don't know what time I'll be streaming, but I'll at least be on for the main card. I'm going to try to get on for some of the prelims. And to be fair, that guy is an asset to your channel. He gave you good content with the reaction that you gave him. All right. Anyway, he only got time out, dude. Anyway, join me tomorrow for the fight stream. Make sure you come back tomorrow for the fight stream. Appreciate you guys. Good night. Let me know what you think, Jack. Joey, have we satisfied you tonight? I'm wondering if I've satisfied all you guys. Because I know Jeremiah has that Neil Magny hairline now, and I just can't get over that. I can't get over that. Dude's got the Neil Magny hairline. I'm out of here. Good night. Goodbye. Appreciate you guys. Like the stream on your way out. And that's it. Goodbye. Adios. See you guys tomorrow. Kai Kara France, Amir Albazi fight card. I'll be streaming then. So, yeah, the hairline's horrible. Jeremiah has a horrible hairline. The worst hairline I've seen. I mean, he's right up there with the likes of Neil Magny and Damon Jackson. Goodbye.